once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today is Wednesday, hump day, so happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for being here with us. We're just going to jump in really quickly to a recap of some stocks that I have listed here. We're going to go really quickly. I have about 4 or 5, and to kick things off will be ticker VVUS. Actually, before we jump into that, do me a solid, like this video and ensure that you subscribe if you so happen to like what you hear today. Anyway, so ticker VVUS, a little spiel. I know I said it's going to be short, but a little spiel. So for those of you that are here regularly or have stopped by every so often, if last year's theme was individual overall markets first, individual stocks second, right? It would have benefited you the last quarter of 2019, because and I'll talk about the SPY towards the ending, but what was the overall markets doing, right? The overall markets were going on to achieve new highs. So if you got the direction of the market right, it was going up, then that should have told you in your portfolio you should have been net long, right? And so if you were net long, I would say for the most part you would have fared very well, because a lot of stocks are either hitting all-time highs, etc., etc. So etc., etc. So if last year's theme, again, overall markets first, individual stocks second, this year's theme, and I don't know how I'm going to talk about this for the next 12 months, I'll figure it out, but this year's theme, especially with these sort of small cap movers, 1 day or 2 day movers, the theme is paying attention to the open and the close to sort of inform you as to directionally where the stock wants to go. All right, so we're going to you can use this as a tester. Listen to my previous videos. There's been prime examples, I would say, within the last 2 or 3 weeks. Anyway, ticker VVUS, huge congrats to the bull. Stock is up around 47% on the day, essentially flat after hours, closed at 338. Look here, you can see confirming volume. Volume was essentially dormant since 2018. Then you had this spike here. Stock ran up to around 415 before pulling back. Now, so for the theme of this year, will ticker VVUS, does it still have some more life in it? Will it, retest 415 and go on to achieve higher gains? Well, let's pay attention to how the stock actually opens up tomorrow. So if it opens up above where it closed, 338, it can sustain that open at a higher level, then there's a good chance the stock is going to head higher. If conversely, however, if it opens up below 338 and can't rebound, you'll potentially see the stock drift, and there's this gap here of 244 to be filled. Take note, not always, I want to say 98 or in the 90 percentile, gaps usually get filled. What else? All right, let's do a follow-up on ticker YUMA daily chart. Daily chart. Stock is up about 8% on the day. I see a close of 328 here. If you go back to around April of 2019, so approaching a year, let's call this support level around $2.90 to $3 for the most part. Outside of this shaded area, which I'm debating whether or not I should highlight, I guess I'm going to highlight it. You've had situations, not too many, where the stock actually fell below support, but would quickly rebound. It wouldn't take more than, I don't know, a few trading days to actually do so. You can see here, it fell below support, but then we eventually gapped up, fell below support, but then eventually gapped up. So let's say from October of 2019 till now, about 4 months, we've managed to hold that 290 to 3 level. So that's a relatively good thing if you are long. So again, if you are long, wondering whether or not the stock is actually going to collapse or go higher, for you, the line in the sand, I always talk about the line in the sand, we can call that line around 290 to 3. If it dips below that, chances are it goes lower. If it can stay above that, you have a real shot at getting back to these previous highs of around $4 or $5. Okay, hope that makes sense. What else? All right, and then we have ticker VSTM. I did a video on this yesterday, following up about 2% on the day, right? No, actually, no, it's actually flat on the day. I'm looking at this, reading it incorrectly, rather. Flat on the day, closed at 217. But you can see here, yesterday I said that volume came in, the stock broke out. That breakout was around, let's say, $2.15. We actually went above that today, going as high as $2.23 before pulling back to close at $2.17. I'm paying attention here. It's not quite the volume that I would like for an actual breakout or for a breakout to be sustained. So while it is a chart to pay attention to, I would remain cautious in playing the breakout because you don't see volume pouring in. All right, what else? All right, and so let's follow up on ticker SEED daily chart, up about 0.65% on the day to close at 624. So I did a video on SEED yesterday, and I said, well, based on the candle here, it looks like a reversal is underway, or at least the selling in many respects have been suppressed. Entered today, and the stock is actually up. Now, if you are long or you're looking to go long, for the best scenario for this stock to really reverse, you want to see the stock in many respects trade sideways. So you see like how these last two candles here did not dip below a low of around 592. It potentially could be a double bottom, who knows. So for me, for this chart to look the most healthiest, and it's shaping up as though it might want to reverse, you kind of want to see the stock trade like this, just essentially going sideways, sideways, sideways. And if it can do that for a couple of trading days to a couple of trading weeks, you definitely have a chance of it reversing course. If, however, it breaks through that support of around 592, then I'd be cautious in taking a long position. What else? All right, I'm on fire tonight. And so let's cap it with ticker SPY, the S&P 500. A lot of craziness in terms of U.S. politics. Yesterday, the president delivered the State of the Union address. Apparently, nonsense, and I saw a bit of it. So apparently, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi extended her hand to give him a handshake. He apparently, quote unquote, snubbed her. At the end of the speech, she actually ripped up this, like, just craziness. Today, he was acquitted. In the Senate trial, the president was acquitted. So there's just like craziness going on. But in spite of all of that, and I wasn't paying attention to the overall markets today, in spite of that, we went on to hit a high of 333 today, right? The SPY, fresh new all-time highs, $33.09. Look at that, crazy, 333.09 today's high. So again, with all that craziness that's going on internally with U.S. politics, we're still hitting all-time highs. Again, close to 332.84. So we're still relatively right there at all-time highs. Now, me personally does not mean that I would jump in and take a new position. If you are long, do nothing, remain long. But again, I caution up here because we're so extended, in my opinion. It does not mean that we cannot go further. Obviously, it looks like we can. But again, I'd be very cautious taking any sort of new position in the market. If you've held on to whatever positions you've had from early January of 2019, obviously you might want to keep it, shave a little bit off the top. That's what I would do. But again, caution here. I still really think that the market needs to pull back. I would say a good 3 to 5% for things to look the most healthiest. And if it can do that, I definitely see 400 in 2020. So it's not to say that I'm bearish on the market. Absolutely not. But I do feel like we should get a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a scare, and then go on to do great things. All right, so yeah, let's cap it there. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of that video, I was going a little bit fast, but if you enjoyed any portion of that video, do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. 2, subscribe at our YouTube channel if you never want to miss a video. And 3, right now, this second, we're hosting a free 14-day trading course on our website. Again, I've been trading for close to 20 years, about 20 years I've been involved in the stock market. I've learned a lot. And in this free 14-day training course, I share some of the things that I've learned along the way, and it's helped me tremendously. So if you're struggling to gain some sort of consistency, if you're struggling to make sense of the market, I definitely talk about some things that are, in my opinion, potential eye-openers, or at least that's the feedback that I'm getting from anyone that has gone through the course. So again, if you're interested in that, definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. Happy Wednesday, happy holidays, and I'll